Welcome back my gardening friends. Well, if you want to grow parsnips and carrots like me, then this is the video for you. Right, let's show you the last two parsnips that we have grown, which were sown on the 16th of April last year, so we're around about the same time now. I think it's the 15th of April today. They've been heavily mulched to keep them warm and the cardboard to try and keep them dry. So let's have a little look. Must have missed that one. So yeah, they've got a little bit of canker on, but considering these have been in the ground nearly 12 months from sowing, they're doing quite well. I'll leave them in the ground, that's where I store them. So we'll clean that up later. This bed will go for something else, and I'll drop you down now. This is going to be this year's parsnip bed. It's already been rejuvenated with my liquid manure that comes off the runoff, so that we put the manure in the bin, fresh manure, and any juices that run off we collect them and put them into a bin. I did this earlier on the year to rejuvenate the compost. So let's clear the cardboard off. So what we're aiming for is for that taproot to go right down below. As most of you know, on a 4-year rotation the vegetables go in the last year. Then on the 5th, which we start all over again, you manure the beds for 2 years, then you go back to lime again, and we get our root vegetables in. So the root vegetables go down and pick all the moisture, the manure and the nutrients that are soaked through the ground over the 3 years, 4 years, and bring them back up, and you can grow a parsnip like that. And you can grow a small one if you want as well. Even I can grow small parsnips. I've grown with legs, but most of them come out like that. So how do we achieve that? We give them plenty of space. So I've got there 28 stations. That's 28 parsnips, hopefully, a few halves, and that will last me the season. As you can see, we've just pulled the last 1.5 out, but every parsnip counts. Nothing's wasted. I'm just going to dip some holes. Where I'm going to be doing the next bit, so bear with me. So all the holes are marked. Not sure whether I left you running or I just pressed the button twice, but the holes are marked now. So now we're going to give that taproot somewhere to go. Just measure off where we need to be. What I tend to do is do opposites, so I can fill those and then do that one so it doesn't cave in. That's hit the bottom there. We get the cocoa coir. It is dry, that helps it to fill the hole completely. And we'll continue like that throughout the whole bed. And then we'll top it off with some fresh bought compost to plant the seeds. The cocoa coir is dry, but because these beds are so wet, the cocoa coir will draw the moisture By the time the taproot gets down there, it'll be nice and moist, hopefully. So I've scooped out some of the cocoa coir and whatever else is in there. The cocoa coir now acts as a mulch, so we shouldn't get too many weeds. And then we're going to pop in a little bit of seed compost. Into each station. Trying not to make too much mess. Crack on with that. I don't edit, I only pause and record, so you get what you see with me. Now the hard job. Fresh parsnip seeds. I think we've all tried using old seeds, but commonly used by quite a few creators and gardeners. Pop the seeds on there, tap them away, and hopefully you only get one at a time. Parsnip seeds are quite large, but I'm just going to open the soil up. I'm not going to add to it. 1, 2, 3. 3 seeds in that one. 2, 3. Just space them out a little bit. Make sure they get a good firm contact. I'm not going to cover them up now because I do get really confused, but you might be able to see the seeds there, nice and big, easy to put in. 3 seeds per station, and then we remove the weakest and we leave 1. So I managed to get 3 seeds per station. I keep getting asked the question. So there's the yoghurt pot, 500 grams, 1 litre juice bottle, and cut down. The fruit juice bottle fits snugly into the yoghurt pot. These don't last forever, as you can see. They don't like the sunshine. They're not designed to like the sunshine, but I can get 2 or 3 years out of those. So the fruit juice bottles and the yoghurt pots get reused several times before they go off for recycling. So I've covered all the seeds up, firmed them down, started to add the bottles, which will act as mini greenhouses with the ventilation from the top, and any moisture that does come out of the ground during the hot sunny days will condensate on the inside of the bottles and then trickle back down to the plant. And it's quite easy to water. Will just act like the rain. And as we know, dry compost will take a long time to soak up the moisture. So, as with working on the allotment, just a little bit and often, or when you remember. And to give them extra protection from the wind and the cold, because we're still mid-April, we could still get frost mid-May, so hopefully 4 to 5 weeks they'll have germinated, and then we can start thinning them out by cutting, not pulling. That could damage the taproot of the parsnip or carrot that you wanted to keep. So let's move on to the carrots. They need extra protection from the carrot fly. Even though these are 2 scaffold planks high and these pallet collars are 4 high, I still have issues with the carrot root fly. A gust of wind can blow them up and into your beds. So if we're not thinning carrots, hopefully they can't smell them, so they stay away. And if you cut the tops off carrots, always dump them on the floor or out the way so the carrot fly goes to the parsnip tops, not your actual carrots, when you're harvesting them or thinning them out. So anybody that follows my channel will know that I've been harvesting carrots from here. Again, we mulched them with a load of cocoa coir. Unfortunately, some of them have been going rotten. So the top's gone manky, but there's still plenty of carrot there. See, they're starting to grow again, so they'll be wanting to go to seed. Nice one there. So I do need to protect them from moisture over the winter. And occasionally we get them fork. I'll explain more about that. I think I've roughly got about 70 carrots left. As you can see, it's gone a little bit rotten, probably too far gone this one, but the others aren't too bad. Oh, I broke his leg off. So basically, when we plant carrots in the ground, if we put a dibber in, it gives the tap root somewhere to go. If it hits a stone, it starts throwing out all the little roots. These will start growing and creating all the legs like we do with parsnips. But sometimes you get loads of people just put them in the ground and they just grow anyhow. But if there's lots of manure at the top, this bed are reasonably fresh, and I think a lot of these carrots that I've harvested have actually had a little bit too many nutrients at the top. So I'm not going to rejuvenate anything on this one this year again. I want to keep using this one bed for carrots every year. So let's make a start on it, and we love a carrot that makes us smile. I'll clean them up and we can have a little look at those, see how much carrot we got. I'm just going to take another row. Not bad. But these have been in now 11 months, so I'm not worried what they come out looking like. So not too bad. We've got 3 carrots that forked. I did rush the last few, but I had some that forked there, so I've got to be a little bit better now. These are the carrots we're looking at. So we're looking at, how wide are they? 12 carrots. Give them space and you'll get some edible bits. I've cut off all the manky bits, and considering the winter that we have had here in the UK, I'm very happy with the carrots. Mid-April, sown last May 2022. We'll keep harvesting the carrots. They may get worse, it doesn't matter. I'm only going to harvest them if I need them. So we're going to start this end now and work our way across, and it's slightly different, but this is the way that it should be done. I do skimp sometimes when I haven't got time, but we'll watch this through. First of all, let's clear the cocoa coir that was insulating the carrots over the winter. I've just removed about 180 litres of cocoa coir off there. That'll go for my homemade compost. Anybody that's new to my channel, the cocoa coir I get from what is dumped by the cannabis growers unscrupulously. And you might be able to hear the odd stone there rattling away. Collect them into a bucket. I'll add that to my Jerusalem artichoke. I'm trying to grow that in a bucket of stones. I think I need a new template. I'll just zip the holes in there. I'm only going to do this one today. 2 weeks later, another 2 weeks, and then probably sow the rest. Last year I did that and I didn't thin them out properly. I had 2 carrots in one, which I'll probably find as I get towards the end. Again, if you give your carrots or vegetables plenty of room, they'll grow a lot bigger. So it might seem like it's a lot of flapping about, but if your carrot crop fails, you've got to pop down the shops. That's more hassle for me. So the only difference we've got with this, there's your carrot. We don't want it any bigger. And I'm sure last year I didn't do this all the way along. I just sowed them in the top. But you want to catch a stone, you want that taproot on a parsnip, the kitchen rolls, 2 little leaves, not the true leaves, the first seed leaves, the taproot will be that long. So you get the taproot dropping down as quick as you can. Hopefully you get a decent parsnip or carrot. So these are the carrot seeds. They don't look the best, so I'm not going to put these in today. I'm just going to cover these up now. I've got some more at home, fresh seed. If in doubt, don't. But yeah, it's well worth making sure you've got good seed. So if I was real clever, I ought to be doing this a week in advance, which I'll try and do now all the way along. Prepare this, it'll just warm the soil up a little bit, but hopefully tomorrow I'll get those carrots sown. Let's have a look at the harvest. We'll have some of those on our tea, Sunday dinner, Saturday today. And for anybody that doesn't normally watch my channel, what do you think I use that for? So my regular viewers and commenters, just pop it in the comments as you write your comment what we use that for. Lovely clean carrots and parsnip. These are my pallet storage bins for those who are new to my channel. I've got a lot of new subscribers. That's the 2-year-old leaf mould. That's the homemade compost from last year. I'll be making it again this year. This is the compost that's unscrupulously dumped by the cannabis growers with the perlite in, and there's some more of the cocoa coir, and this is how I find it or collect it. 25 litre pots there, and they've even left me some wire as well that will come in very useful to help tie some of the plants up. Getting down this pile, there are the roots. We've managed to get a few more of these pallet collars filled for free, and I can add all those ingredients to my compost bin, which the rats are busily turning for me. Anyone at home? You know I'm going to run off like a screaming girl if one pops out. But yeah, I make as much compost. I think I made 3,000 litres last year of my homemade compost. And there's the soil from the beds that you've just seen where the new pallet collars are. I don't waste nothing. I don't put the pallet collars on top of the existing soil. I take all that out and we work from the subsoil. And I'm sure tomorrow when I'm filming, all these tulips will be fully open. And the pollinators are out. Come on, we want lots of pears. Oh, there's absolutely loads of pollinators about. That's why we create spaces like this where they can all live and hopefully give us some lovely crops, nicely pollinated. Don't forget the thumbs up or a thumbs down before you leave today. leave me a comment, especially what I use the drill for anybody that doesn't know. And yeah, of course, leave a comment, and why not consider subscribing to see what other madcap things I get up to here on my allotments. Plots 1 and 3 in North Warwickshire. I haven't said that for a long time, Jason and Colleen at Clive's Conundrum Allotment Garden. They've hit the 1,000 subscribers. Well done, guys. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.